He's putting everything on his back to make this movie good. All you have to do is give just one movie, Superman Legacy. Just watch one of his movies. And if this movie doesn't do it, you could go away forever. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DC Rises number 8. But first, let's get into today's sponsor. Let's go. Raid Shadow Legends. It's a great, amazing mobile game that is now available on PC as well, so you don't even have to limit yourself. Raid Shadow Legends has a lot to offer, more than 700 champions, so you can get your variety and personality into your character so you can really feel immersed in the game. By the way, I gotta mention that this game is loved by millions of people already. It's a smash hit as we speak. There's always some updates happening every few months, multiple characters, we have raid bosses, dungeons, lots of cave dwelling. The graphics are just phenomenal, even on a smartphone. This game allows you to play casually or you can play competitively because it also has a nice pace to it. And it also has a PvP element in the game so you can do some PvP. The game also has great lore which you already can explore through Raid, Call of the Arbiter, new limited series which tells you more about the characters and their backgrounds. Raid's adding some new characters as well from the series. The first one is Artak, a mighty Ark warlord. He's gonna be available for everybody for free. All you gotta do is just log into Raid for 7 days between now and July 24th. If you've seen episode 1 of Call of the Arbiter, you definitely want this guy, and if you haven't seen it yet, what you waiting for? Go check it out and remember to log in for 7 days to get your boy Artak. You can download the game now and get a starter pack that's valued at over $30. Use my code down below, use the link, get the game. And while you're playing Raid Shadow Legends, don't forget to do those tutorials, bro. You want to be able to get the edge on the competition so you can be in the game. That was today's sponsor. Make sure you guys log in for 7 days in a row to get access to Artak. He's legit. Shout out to that. I'm Jody Joe. Thank you guys so very much for being here. We are 8 episodes into DC Rises. Today is June 28th, 2023. There's a lot of ways how I feel right now. I feel highly elated and just grateful to be here wearing this jacket, this hat, sitting here with you guys on DC Rises Wednesday. And who would have known that today is June 28th and it's my birthday, y'all. Yeah, it's my birthday today. And we getting Superman news. We're getting a Superman casting on my birthday. Today is the casting of Superman and Lois. It is my birthday, and it is also my daughter's birthday because me and my daughter were born on the same date. My daughter is 2 years old today. Bro, I just can't tell you how amazing this is, bro. I can't tell you how amazing this is. I feel so elated. I can't believe I am just so happy to be here with you guys right now. All of you guys who are Superman fans, all of you guys who are DC fans, all of you guys who kind of like DC, but you've been in the outs for a few years. Everybody, welcome to Jody's Corner. Welcome to DC Rises number 8 on my birthday, my daughter's birthday, and Superman Day. I gotta tell you the story behind this jacket. And I have a surprise that I'm going to show all of you guys that'll make you guys go, what the heck? This jacket right here. I got this jacket in 2006. This jacket is 17 years old. How old were you guys in 2006? Put that in the comment section. That's like the question of the video. How old were you in 2006? That's when I got this jacket, and I got this jacket preparing for the release of Superman Returns. And the interesting thing about Superman Returns, I wanted to show you guys the day Superman Returns came out. June 28th, 2006. I think they had a pre-release on the 21st I knew nothing about. On my birthday, I was here on this day, premiere day, June 28th of 2006. Ladies and gentlemen, 17 years ago to the day Superman Returns came out in theaters, and I was here with my gear on, with this jacket on, to watch Superman Returns in theaters. That's what Superman means to me. Running around the house in a towel, pretending to be Superman, having Superman colored picture as a baby, all that, it exists. Superman is my ultimate number one hero. And with the news that this man, David Cornswet, is your Superman, ladies and gentlemen. David Cornswet is your Superman. There's something that I want to show you guys. Just Monday, on the 26th, I think it was, 2 days ago on the 26th, on Monday, during my live show. I'm live once a week, every Monday at 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. I'm live on Jody's Corner Live podcast. It's a great show. Pull up, come through, see me in live format. It's dope. It's great. It's fun. We talked about this. This was prior to the announcement. I made sure I mentioned what I felt about David Cornswet. And I also mentioned how I felt about his Lois Lane, this woman right here, Rachel Brosnahan. I love David Cornswet, right? But this woman has the ability to completely capture America's hearts. She has the ability to capture mine, that's for sure. Margot Kidder, I always have respect to her, rest in peace. She's Lois Lane. But as much as I love Margot Kidder, this woman has the ability, has the, it's actually there. She has potential to be the greatest Lois Lane ever. She has the aura, she has the look, she has the face, she has the eyes. There's just this sensible, honest, good girl, powerful, soft beauty to her when I see her. When I see her, I see Lois Lane probably more or equal to as much as I see Superman and David Cornswet. I know David Cornswet is a good actor. I've watched the series Hollywood on Netflix. It's about a struggling actor who makes it to Hollywood to become rich and famous. He wants to make it in Hollywood, and he goes through the trials and tribulations of what it means to become a Hollywood star and all the things that go around it. That's what made me really it'll really educate you on exactly how Hollywood really is behind the scenes and historically in the noir 50s and 40s and beyond and shit. It's a really great show. I recommend it highly. I seen his acting chops in there and I was just looking at him. I'm like, dang, this fool looks like he could play Superman. He's got the length. He's got the height. He's got the hair. I could completely see a curl coming down that forehead, a little swear. You know what I'm saying? He has the blue eyes. He has a strong chin. He has the acting chops. This man with this body that he has, if he just dedicates 6 months of real hard work and time to developing his body, this man could have beefcake muscles like galore. He could be like a slender, meaty type Buffy Superman, or he could be like a straight Henry Cavill-esque type of yogi type of Superman. And the thing with Henry Cavill, he's 6'1" on a good day. This guy's like a solid certified 6'4". You know what I'm saying? Like being big with his height, it will look incredible. The Superman suit will look incredible on him, bro. Hopefully James Gunn is able to bring the blue and yellow. But even knowing that David Cornswet and what are the odds that out of all of the actors and actresses talked about for Superman and Lois, the very two that I picked are the ones that were picked. Shout out to James Gunn for knowing what time it is. You heard me? This is like a birthday gift that I didn't know I could ever get. My Superman and my Lois were picked to be Superman and Lois. These are my choices. There was like 6 men, 6 women who were in the running initially. And of those people, I chose David Cornswet, and I chose Rachel Brosnahan. These are the picks that made it. I'm so happy that happened. That means James Gunn's got the eye. He sees what I see. Maybe even more. Because more. Because he actually seen her in the role auditioning as Lois. And what I'm hearing is that she blew it away. She did a fantastic job. So there's a clip from Jody's Corner Live podcast from Monday that I want to show you guys right now that's going to show you what we thought and what I thought about the picks for Superman and Lois. Check this clip out right now. You see how she's not paired to him though?
Yeah, she looks better fit.
So what happened was they paired up these actors with the actresses to be Superman and Lois. So they did a test screening with him and her, with Beast and the Lois that I want,
Oh, that is Beast.
And this dude and this chick, like these ones at the bottom, get them out of here. They have no chance in hell. Why did James put this Lois with Beast? I'm worried about that, bro. I'm really worried about why they would do that, bro. Nicholas Hoult and Rachel Brosnahan. That's these ones here. Nicholas Hoult, Rachel Brosnahan. Now, she is my clear pick for Lois from the look. What I see, she's the shoe-in clear choice for the look of Lois Lane. She's beautiful. All of it matches and looks right. David Cornswet. He's my clear choice out of these bunch, out of these three. He's the clear front runner to play Superman. And I can speak on his acting ability because I watched a movie on Netflix called Hollywood, and he was good in it. So he's a good actor, and he has the part. I picked those two. But they paired these two together, which makes me think maybe James wanted to see how she pairs with him, because James probably thinks that he may be a strong enough actor to get at it with her. Or it could mean that she's such a good actress that he wanted to see if she could elevate him.
Yeah, right.
Because I think that she is still going to be top up here with David Cornswet. Mm-hmm. Because I think James knows she's great. He's clearly great. Mm-hmm. But he's testing the waters to see, let me see how she works with him and see what that looks like. But this fantasy with this guy, Beast, get that out of here, bro. He don't look like Superman. Get him out. He's too kitty in the face.
Skinny.
It don't work.
Don't look. Yeah.
So there's Tom Brittany and Phoebe Devner, David Cornswet, and Emma Mackey. Interesting to see that, bro. The fact that he's over here switching up Lois and Superman, trying to see it. We're getting close to getting the cast, bro. It's June. International or National Superman Day was June 12th this month. Hey, it's Pride Month. Maybe James Gunn's waiting for Pride Month to be over, bro. He'd be like,
You don't offend nobody. You don't want to offend nobody.
We're going to do this shit in July, man. You know, all people and shit. So, yeah, bro, I think that this movie is shaping up to be the titular movie of the first chapter of the DCU, bro.
First start.
Because you have the head of DC. You have him producing, directing, and
Putting it
writing,
all on
and
himself.
doing everything. You know, he's got to...
I respect. You got to respect
His hands
that.
are all over this thing.
You got to respect that. If this motherfucker blows up, it's gonna be because of me. If this motherfucker's successful, it's gonna be because of me. He want that fight he credit.
Let me make this clear. If this movie ain't great, if this movie is mid,
It can't be mid.
game over DCU.
Jokes, all that
If
shit.
this movie is even mid,
it can't be mid, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
if this movie is even mid, I'm done. I'm done. DCU, gone, nigga.
Jody gonna be in
No
here.
more
Gang.
no more rises, huh?
Hey, Jody
DC.
gonna
Rise down.
Yeah, man. Jody gonna be in here.
That will be the end of DC
He
Rises.
he gonna be taking all his Superman shit, throw that shit. In the
No, I wouldn't. I'll never do that. I'm still a fan of Superman.
It's still a fortune solid.
But
He gonna be like,
it's over.
fuck off.
Yep, all that. I'm still with Superman. DCU, game over,
They
nigga.
show you something different.
Okay, it
No,
all rides
he-
and
on
dies with this one movie. Y'all see? It's all there. Those of you guys who are subscribed to my channel, you've seen me for months talk about my feelings, my picks for these two characters. I want to show you guys another clip. This is a clip from about 3 months ago that's going to show you me talking about what needs to happen, the first thing that needs to happen when it comes to Superman Legacy before we knew that this news was actually coming. Watch this clip right here. The first cast of this movie needs to be Superman. So we get that out the way. We need brand recognition ASAP. That means we need a face for Superman. The casting process needs to happen very early, very soon. One of the first things he needs to do, and we need to put that face out there. We need to make the announcement. This movie comes out in 2 years. I honestly think before this year is over, we should have the actor cast as Superman. I don't think that needs to bleed and wait any longer. Like, that should be one of the first things. This year, we still have 8 months, 7.5 months of this year left. It needs to happen this year. And that clip shows you exactly how I felt about the Superman announcement. I didn't know that it was going to come so fast. I said this year in 2023 that we need to get fast on the Superman announcement. We got Superman and Lois. So everything is going according to plan. I'm not used to this, guys. I'm really not. As a DC fan, I'm not used to this structure, this compartmentalization, this carefulness, this amazing process that's been developing for DC. We are are not used to this. This is not what we are used to as DC fans, are we? Aren't we used to just, oh, this movie's announced, it's going to come out. It's not going to connect to this, but it's going to come out. This movie's announced, that movie might bomb, that movie was whack, that movie was what? That movie was this. This ain't connected to this, even though they're all freaking the Justice League, but they're not connected. This is the type of stuff that we used to get over the last 10 years from DC. Now the time has changed. James Gunn, Peter Safran, with the almighty power of David Zaslav, are a trinity. That's the DC trinity in the real world that are making this ship right on the right path. I couldn't be more happy. Superman means the world to me. Superman is the embodiment of the potential that every human being can be, and you don't have to have powers to be Superman. Superman is being a good person, striving every day to do your best to be a good force in this world. Every single person can be Superman. That's the gist of it. Every single person could be Superman. And I wouldn't feel right if I didn't thank my friend Patty Jenkins for putting respect on the superhero's name when it comes to DC. When her Wonder Woman movie came out in 2017, it finally showed that DC can produce a very Superman-esque type of movie. That was the beginning, that showed the world DC's not cold, dark, brooding. We are the originators of the superhero. How many characters have been crafted after Superman? Stan Lee will tell you Fantastic Four was crafted after the Justice League. Stan Lee will tell you Spider-Man had inspiration from Superman himself. Superman is the quintessential superhero. And when I hear people say, Superman is unrelatable, Superman is too OP, Superman's boring, he's a Boy Scout. Well, I say every single last one of you that likes Steve Rogers, Captain America in the MCU, guess what? You're a closet Superman fan, because that is exactly what Kevin Feige mirrored Steve Rogers to be like, Superman. And we just need somebody to show it on screen. James Gunn has to do this. James Gunn will show the world what Superman is really about. It blows my mind when people say he's unrelatable. How could an alien immigrant who comes to this earth, as us as Americans, see him as unrelatable? An immigrant coming to America, adopting the culture, bringing his own to it, and learning the ways, trying to make it here in America, in the world, to save people. It just blows my mind. Christopher Reeve's Superman is the quintessential hero, and for me, Superman 2 is the greatest Superman movie ever made. I know a lot of people say Superman 1, but 2 is a better movie in my opinion. It's my favorite Superman movie. But if you pick 1 or 2, it's fine. He's shown the world what Superman is, and that generation of people know. But there's a new generation of people, and a new generation after that, who seem very detached from the hero because the Superman representation has been spotty. Over the last 35 years, we have got 2 Superman movies, Man of Steel and Superman Returns. We've only had 2 Superman movies in 30 years. 30 years, 2 Superman movies. Did you know that the MCU made 30 movies in 10 years? Do you know that there's 8 different Spider-Man movies from 2001? In 20 years, they've made so many Spider-Man movies. It's ridiculous. They're feeding the fandom. Superman really isn't out there like he should be. Big Blue has been disrespected over and over and time again. Superman needs a movie. He needs TV show, which is coming, and he needs a video game. We got to fix this hero. We got to not just fix the hero, but we got to just introduce him, because just what he stands for and represents, this shield, this S, is the single most identifiable symbol, second only to the Christian cross. How's that for some shit? Superman means everything to me in pop culture and fiction, because he's a fictional hero who has real world affect and feel. If you try to adopt and mold his way of life and thinking, you will by default become a better person. I wore this jacket in 2006 on my birthday to see Superman Returns. I saw it with my first love, and I want to share with you the very same shoes that I had made in 2005, 18 years ago, that I wore to the very same Superman movie on my birthday of 2006 to accompany this jacket. These shoes that you're about to see, once again, are almost 20 years old. I feel so happy I could cry right now, bro. This is just freaking amazing, bro. I'm going to show you my shoes. I got these custom made, and I got a story behind these shoes beyond what I told you. These are the Nike Dunks with the Superman custom put on there with the rhinestones, I got a red and blue Nike Dunk. I got the custom S's on the toes with the gems, with the rhinestones on the tips. I got these made. It says Superman on the right shoe, and the left shoe, Son of Krypton. These shoes are almost 20 years old, and I'm going to be wearing these shoes with this jacket to the next Superman movie in 2025, at which these will be going through their 20th anniversary. I will have the shoes and jacket 20 years old watching Superman again, which comes out in my birth month. We couldn't get the 28th this time. June 28th didn't hit this time, but I'm grateful. It's in my birth month at least. I want everybody to experience this movie and understand what time it is. So the thing about this shoe, I had this made in 2005. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the rapper PNB Rock. PB Rock was killed in Los Angeles, California last year. I believe it was in 2022 in LA on the corner of Manchester and Main at the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. He was in there with his girlfriend after flexing on IG, showing that he had so much diamonds and chains on. Somebody came in there, tried to take his jewelry, and he didn't want to give it up. Sadly, he was shot right there in his seat while he was eating his chicken in front of his girlfriend. He was gunned down, murdered, dead, rest in peace. The question was, why would this millionaire go to this janky hood spot? It is in the hood, y'all. It is in the heart of South Central Los Angeles, guys. And I know that because the place that I got these shoes made, these very same shoes were made right next door from that same Roscoe's Chicken in the same parking lot. In this same parking lot, there was a custom shoe store that customizes any shoe you wanted. They put anything you wanted on it. A lot of people put faces, birthday, rest in peace. They put their hood. They put, all type of stuff. This place that makes these custom shoes was black owned. It was a lot of hood dudes in there. It was like going into a weed shop. It was a lot of hood dudes putting in work. And I'm not afraid of my people, bro. I'll go to any hood no matter what. I don't fear black people because I don't fear my people. I went up in there. I said, yo, this is what I want. Detailed. I told him exactly what I wanted. And this dude who might have been 18 years old with a white tee, gang banging, all of that, he hooked me up with these shoes, bro. And he was doing something talented with him. He had some talent, and he wasn't in the streets. He was a street dude who was trying to make something different for himself, and they helped create these amazing shoes. I'm gonna go get these restored before the movie comes out, by the way. Take them to a shoe shop. It's just, that's how dangerous it was. This was back in 2005. If you think Manchester and Maine is bad now, 17 years ago, it was much worse. LA was much worse. The deeper you go into LA, the worse it gets. The 2010s was worse than now. The 2000s was worse than the 2010s. The 90s was worse than the 2000s. The 80s was worse than the 90s. That's just the way it was. And that's a crazy story to know that in the same parking lot where PNB Rock was gunned down, I'm getting these Superman shoes made. Which kind of shows you like the differences like with black people, right? Just because you're black and in the hood like me and a lot of my friends were, we weren't into the shenanigans. You could still make it. You don't have to be a gangbanger. You don't have to deal drugs. Don't let nobody tell you that you do. You can make your own path. I'm grateful to have my own channel. I'm grateful to work for my channel. Grateful to have my business. I'm grateful to do what I love. As a job, I'm grateful to employ my friends. I'm grateful for that. You don't have to be breaking the law, doing crime, selling dope, gang banging, thugging. You really don't. In the same parking lot where a rapper was gunned down was a place where these shoes were made from black kids from the same area. It just goes to show you the scope of what it is. It's a full circle thing. The movie's coming out in 2025. I told my son about it. He was jumping for joy until I told him it comes out in 2 years. So oh my God, my son is going to be 15. My son is going to be 15 years old when this movie comes out. That's incredible. Oh my God, I'm old. What is this? I remember when I was 15. What's going on? I have such a good son. I have a daughter, bro. I can't wait to take my son to see this movie. He's gonna see this movie with his dad, and I'm gonna be the emotional wreck. This is gonna be his first introduction to Superman on the big screen. Oh God, you got this, James, bro. You got this, bro. There's a whole new generation coming in that's about to eat this movie up. Ladies and gentlemen, DC rises one more time. This is your Superman, and this is your Lois Lane. Congratulations to both of those people. Thank you to everybody for watching this video. Thank you to everybody who has ever held up the DC with pride. Everybody who has not given up on DC. And even those people who did give up on DC because they didn't deserve to have allegiance and loyalty. Shout out to y'all for coming back and at least giving this movie a chance. Give James a shot. Other people messed it up. Give James a shot. Just one. Give him this movie. He's putting everything on his back to make this movie good. All you have to do is give just one movie, Superman Legacy. Just watch one of his movies. And if this movie doesn't do it, you could go away forever for good. You don't have to. You ain't got, because I won't. You know what I'm saying? Just give this man a chance. That's the thing that I ask of you. Just give him a chance. Let's see if this can happen. Thank you guys so very much for watching DC Rises. I'll see you guys next Wednesday for DC Rises number 9. Shout out to the last son of Krypton, Man of Steel, Superman himself. Peace out, y'all. In the beginning, it's like I had to take a leap of faith. It was me on front of the camera. And I did have to take a leap of faith.